Going on the second module. This is about merchandise. All right. Um, this is like the most important module. No, it's not. It's one of them. All four are really important, but ultimately, music costs $1. An album costs $9.99, and a T-shirt is costs $20 to $25. So if you were gonna sell, which one would you sell? You'd want to sell the T-shirt, right? So I want to talk about merchandise and a couple ways to monetize what you're doing with music. All right. So think about it like this: your music is cool, but like, listen, the majority of people um, are not going to give you a chance to listen to your music unless you're living the lifestyle they are interested or intrigued by. All right. So, like, for example, who's an artist that I did not want to listen to a lot? I would say The Weeknd. It took me very long time to like actually listen to The Weeknd's music. I didn't want to, I did not want to. But when I saw he started to come out with fashion stuff that was kind of cool, then I was like, man, let me try, let me see what this dude's about musically, right? And I'm sure that you are the same way with specific artists or things in your life, right? Like people don't want to let new things in the world we live in because there's just so much trash out there. So, in the first module, we spoke about money and getting to the key number of making 150,000 on your music over a couple 3 to 5 year period, and as that is the goal, that is the benchmark of success of what's going to get you over the tipping point to getting people to see you and recognize you for who you are. The number one way to do that is through merchandise. So let's just talk about the basic things. Merchandise, as in shirts, sweaters, whatever you want to sell, socks, etc. So the absolute free way of doing it, I'm just jumping in, guys. So if you need to write it down, whatever, is there's sites out there that do what's called on-demand print and ship. So the biggest ones out there are Cafe Press. There's a couple other competitors. They have Zazzle. Amazon has a program. I don't know if it's still open, but if you get a partnership with these companies, all you have to do is upload your designs and then do a couple, customize your page a little bit and promote that to your friends and fans, etc. And what that's going to do is every time they buy from that store, the store gives you a commission. On the back end, usually what they'll do is they'll tell you, hey, this is the base price that we'll sell your stuff for, and then you get to charge whatever's on top of that. You know, Again, it's really that simple, right? Drake has his OVO brand. He has his own stores. That's what's made him. Drake jumped from like 6 or 7 million 2 years ago to now he's at like 66 to 80 million dollars in net worth because of his OVO brand alone and his partnerships with Jordan alone, right? Kanye West was hovering around 70 million or so off of his music endeavors and touring, and then he went up to 265 million off of Yeezy and his stuff with Adidas, etc. Merchandise is the key. So you can start now by starting a Cafe Press store today. Right now, open up a new tab and make it happen. We'll have a link on this page to go start your own. And if you do your own designs, that is something that you can do. All right. The second thing that we can do for you is we can design your store and your shirts for you. All right. We're probably better at it than you, and we've had success and we know what sells. So I mean, we are going to charge for that. It'll be listed on this page, but that's something that we can do. We can set everything up for you, and You know, you can just literally promote your stuff. You'll get paid. Everyone will be happy. All right. And then the third thing that we're gonna offer is if you want to just create an online store and have your merchandise a part of that store, but also make money off everything in that store, we have a partnership with Outlet Domains where you can do that. I'm going to put a link to a consulting session I had with an artist where I kind of break down the entire process of how to just literally create a money machine, you know, and how you can create your own online store, have no product, and you just use your music, you know, in conjunction with this store to make a bunch of money. All right, I'm gonna put a link on here just because I'm giving you guys everything. Um, you know, and we'll kind of wrap it up with these thoughts later. What I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna tell you some other things that you can do right now to just start bringing the money in. It's going to be slow, but it's stuff that you want to do now. All right, monetize your YouTube channel. Like today in today's day and age, marketing is choose your own adventure. Right. So everybody that you like right now, you can go on YouTube and follow them. You can see what they're up to. That's what it is. Like society never chooses its leaders and its stars. You choose yourself and then people follow you. If you're not putting out a video blog every single week, you're never going to be a celebrity. You're never going to be somebody of value, in my opinion, because that's what this market and this world wants. They want to see your real life, everything. All right. So monetize the your YouTube channel. Put out videos at least once a week. Okay. Any music that you do have now, you need to upload them to music aggregators. So that means, you know, like CD Baby or whatever, right? We'll have a link for you guys to upload them to streaming stations, but you got to get the streaming pennies rolling in, and hopefully one day it'll become an avalanche of money. But you have to get on Pandora, Spotify, Tidal, etc. That's something you have to do. Um, it's really really important. Um, those are things that everybody can do. All right, the merchandise store, anybody can do that. Again, like your music and the lifestyle you're living, that is going to be what interests somebody. But for you to capture the most amount of money possible, you definitely want to have a store, or you know, have your own online boutique that you run. You know, and like, you know, kind of a player tip with that is if you have an online boutique, don't let people know that you own it. All right, you don't want people to hate, because that's what people do when they see that you're basically outsmarting the game and you're more diverse than just creating music. People don't like to think people have multiple skill sets. So don't fight that. Just beware of, you know, the way the world works, right? So we're gonna have those links here on the page. I'm gonna also add, you know, articles, videos, and other downloads of, you know, what you can do to further grow that. And let us know if you have any questions. You know, again, I would suggest having us set up your store or doing an online boutique, you know, through our Outlet Domains partnership. But ultimately, that's up to you and how much money you have to invest into those things. But like again, we need to develop a legitimate plan to make $150,000 on your music over the next 3 to 5 years. All right, so if you want to break that down even more, it's 1,000 fans making $50 on them a year for 3 years. So when you break that down to that kind of, you know, very strategic way of thinking, it's not crazy at all. 1,000 fans. All right, so you have probably 2 or 3 really good friends. Would they buy 2 shirts from you per year? Yeah, they would. You know, with your mom, with your family. with your closest relatives. That's like 10 people already. You know, so like you that's basically what we're trying to do here is break it down into small numbers, a bite-sized plan. Again, in our coaching, the link down below, you'll be able to work with us if that's something that you want to do to make that happen. But it's not rocket science here. The numbers seem big, etc., but it's only because no one has sat there with you and actually thought this stuff through. So let's make it happen. Merchandise is key. We'll talk to you guys in the next module.